Hi everybody, I'm Lydia, and I have part 53 for today from the parts series that Jesus has been giving us to share. So these were parts that were given to Mandi in June of 2025, and the parts from 50 on are this is the first that they're being published. So this is super exciting and super fun. Jesus is amazing. This is January 28th, 2025. And God's physical calendar is 7/9. His spiritual calendar is 12/9. And God's true calendar, what the Gregorian would be if it wasn't like changed, is 8/15/2025. Okay, so this is part 53, and if you didn't hear or read the previous parts, please go back and listen to those or read them, because it will bring you up to speed on what we're learning, and then you'll be able to understand these, like what I'm reading today, much better. All right, but when I turn the dial back, that future does not exist yet, and you will have more chances to be called up in the rapture. Jesus is so amazing, and that is my love and grace for you, because I do not have to turn the dial back. I do not have to have more than one rapture. So I am doing it all for you, my children. All of this is for you, and the more you reject me, the more you're just rejecting my Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, who has come in the flesh, bled on the cross and shed his blood, who has died for you on the cross and rose on the third day. So if you have true reverence for me, whether you believe something or not, you would come to me with a humble heart, in a humble position, asking me, what are my truths? What are my plans? Are these my prophets speaking? And he said previously to come with a humble heart without accusation. Okay. Also, I forgot to say that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I believe that Jesus came in the flesh, he bled and died on the cross, and he rose again on the third day. And the Antichrist spirit can't say that. So there's only light and there's darkness, and the Antichrist spirit cannot say that. All right. And I need everyone to do that, to come to me with a humble heart, asking me to pour my spirit out in you and bending your heart to my will, asking for my truths, asking like you don't already know, but asking like you want to know everything that I'm revealing that are my truths. That is truly what putting down your pride and ego means. Admitting that you don't have all the answers, that you are coming to me, Yeshua HaMashiach, for the answers and my truths. And you're asking for my will for your life by laying down your own will for your own lives, picking up your cross so you can finally follow me, and then I will lead your path. I will show you my true salvation. I will show you my wineskin process, so all of my people, they can be ready and be called up for the next pre-simulated or simulated raptures. And as I keep turning the dials back over and over again, you're going to keep seeing more hate increase all over the world, giving my people multiple chances to put down their pride and their ego. But you're going to see there are so many with stubborn hearts who will not believe, because they truly do not know me and my true character of a true God who is love and grace. My people, they have grown up knowing me as the vengeful God, the God of wrath. And that's with a small g, he says. But I do not appoint wrath. I only allow wrath, because there's always casualties with war when I am trying to destroy evil in these battles. But I do not wish wrath for my people. Because I love my people, I do not wish any harm on my people. I did not come here to condemn them. I came here to save them. So it's not going to be a cakewalk for my people who are my chosen prophets at that time of hate. when it truly increases all over the world, because there will be so many people with stubborn hearts, and they will have a lot of animosity towards my people, with many of my prophets facing resistance and hate, with so many people who will slander them, tarnishing their characters and come against them, kind of like how it is already happening now, but you haven't seen this kind of hate before, because the hate is just getting started. Once AI and the demonic portals are completely opened, you're going to see the flesh mix with the spiritual realms, and the hate is just going to grow so much stronger, and they're going to not only hate on you, but they're going to come against everything that you stand for and mock your character. The enemy already has their assignments ready to go. He's already sending out his legion of demons, and they are already getting to work attacking my prophets. Just like they're coming against my prophets now, but you're about to see more videos being made slandering Mandi and G. Phoenix. And anyone associated with them in the 12. You see, I'm a God of order. I'm very strategic, and I know how to do things. I know how to promote things, and I know how to get things started to plant the seeds in my people to wake them up. So I allow all of this hate to happen, and I use the evil for good. Because eventually all of these seeds that are going out there to the public, to my children, they will turn for good when my people finally realize that it is Yeshua HaMashiach speaking. And this is my group of elders that I have put together. So essentially, even the haters are working for Jesus, just like the devil worked through the scribes and Pharisees and the religious people crucifying Jesus. They actually helped Jesus, because what does the Bible say? All things work together for good for those who love God. God will always make everything work out for good. So even the haters, even though they believe that they are tearing us down or slowing us down, that they are destroying what we're doing, the problem when you come against Jesus, because it's not us, because it's Jesus who sent us. So therefore, like the scripture says, they don't come against us, but the one who sent us. Come here. You can't go outside. No, it's too cold. No, you can't go outside. We have freezing weather here, and he loves going outside, but yeah. The hate is actually working for Jesus as well, because even though they believe that they are correcting or whatever they believe they're doing, or putting an end to it, I know that the people believe they are doing God a service, but it's actually the demons in them. Lots of coarse talking and slander and just outright hatred coming towards us from some people. But even the haters, because Jesus said that hate spreads faster in a fallen world. So they are essentially just doing a great job. Okay, so before I do any pre-simulated raptures, I have to call up my 12 so they can train, so they can lead the wineskin process. But before I do that, I promised that I would wake up their family and friends. So I will be teleporting them to their family and friends so they can see the supernatural, and they will teach them the wineskin process. So they and their families and friends can be caught up with me to heaven. Ooh, I am so excited. Okay, for the pre celebration. And while they are in heaven training, isn't he amazing? And while they are in heaven training, that is when silence in heaven will start. And after my silence in heaven, my 12 will turn their cameras on, broadcasting the supernatural from heaven. Okay, I'm back. And while they are in heaven training, that is when silence in heaven will start. And after my silence in heaven, my 12 will turn the cameras on, broadcasting the supernatural from heaven. So my people can see this is all real. And after I have given my speech, you will see the skies grow dark and get very ominous right after I have started calling up my first group of first fruits, because now they have to complete their training in heaven. So I can send them back so they can help me call on the other pre-simulated raptures now with my 12. But before I turn the dial back to call up more groups, I will call up my 12 to train in heaven so they can lead my first group of chosen fruits. But before I call up my first fruits to heaven, I will be sending my 12 back so they can complete some of the missions that I have for them to go on, and so they can enter the Adventure Ark, which is the live cruise that they will all be going on as people start to believe and ask to be on the Adventure Ark with them. And I will keep calling more and more first fruits to be on the Adventure Ark before we go to heaven, so my first fruits can complete their training. And while they are on the live cruise, they will be broadcasting with their cameras off, because when I send them back from heaven, it's going to start the mission of 2022 again, right where it started in the very beginning of the 522 journey. And only my first fruits will remember that they saw the woman delivering the baby in the sky, which is my daughter Colossia, and you all know her as Cassie at Faith Over Fear 44, who starts the beginning, and my other daughter Mandi, aka Ariatha, who is going to end the baby delivery in the sky for the end. But before she delivers the baby for the end to complete the fermentation of the wineskin process, she will have to deliver the baby in heaven in the beginning, while Cassie is delivering the baby in the sky in the beginning. So you will also witness the delivery in heaven as well as a delivery in the sky in the beginning from both my daughter Colossia, who you know her as Cassie at Faith Over Fear 44, and my daughter Ariatha, who you all know her as Mandi at Seek Heavenly Things. And then when my first group of first fruits, when they are ready and have completed the wineskin process, they will be called up and start their training. And when I send them back, they will be preaching my word in the supernatural, getting my next group ready so they can be called up for training and start to speak my truth and teach my people that my grace is truly all about, and teach my people what my grace is truly all about in the supernatural. And all of you will start to see what it takes to be called up, because they will give their stories and personal testimonies as I broadcast it from heaven and earth, and they will be showing you heavenly cribs before I turn the dials back again and send them all out to teach more and more to reach more. So I can call up my next group of first fruits for training. This is going to be my plan for my people, the beautiful harvest that I am building. And all of that will take place in heaven with my 12. And after I send my 12 back, we will start the 522 journey over, inviting everyone on my Adventure Ark with my 12 and my first fruits as they are ready. And then my 12 with the first fruits will go and take my first fruits to heaven after it is the final boarding call to complete the mission on the Adventure Ark. Stick around for part 54. Okay, and also what I said about the haters, you're doing a good job. So you are doing what Jesus knew you would be doing, and there will always be people spreading the hate, and that is how it's supposed to be, because we are in a fallen world. So that is planned for, but it doesn't need to be you, because that's a miserable life to live, and my heart goes out to you, and you can lay that down. You can lay that anger down. It will be better for you, for your spirit, because that is a detrimental lifestyle to live, and a very detrimental way to speak to your own self. And so I wish better for you. And you can lay down those accusations and Probably the reason you're speaking like that is because you hear those voices inside yourself and you're hearing condemnation and wrath towards yourself all the time. But I want you to know that Jesus doesn't feel that way towards you, and neither do we. You can lay that down, give it to Jesus. We've forgiven you. We don't hold it against you. And you can start to serve Jesus, because God is not a God of wrath. God is not a God of the dead, but of the living. And if you're living under wrath and under the curse of the law, you're dead in your spirit. You're not truly living. So, I just wanted to say that. I wanted you to know that we love you, and we're always hoping the best for you, and we're always praying the best for you, for your health, for your strength, and we always have and we always will. But you can't put yourself under a curse, which is the curse of the law, and you don't want to do that. There's no way to live. That's very miserable. So, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and wish you God's blessings.